Brandon here for another set of SexxxPerTease. Today's question is, I hooked up with this guy on vacation and I had a really great time. I really liked him and we had fun together. He wants to stay in touch, so I'm not sure if I should, mainly because he lives on the other side of the world and he definitely seems like he wants a relationship, even though I feel like my chances of seeing him again are extremely unlikely, even though he's saying we could visit each other, though he lives on a completely different continent. I like to stay in touch with my hookups. I think it's fun. We were intimate with each other. We developed a nice relationship. We had fun. We can at least stay in touch via social media and like each other's pictures or maybe message and chat sometimes. Though I definitely don't recommend the whole let's be long distance lovers after we had a fun vacation hookup together, because that's just not realistic, especially if you live on the complete opposite side of the world. I mean, maybe if you lived in Canada and the US, or US and Mexico, or even Mexico, Canada, you're at least in the same continent, you can make it work. If we were in fucking Europe, everywhere's so close and easy to travel to, you can make it work. But if you're in the US and Asia, or even Australia, it's extremely unlikely you're probably gonna fly back and forth all the time to visit each other. That's so expensive to travel all the way across the world. Even the US and Europe, it's unless you actually know how often you're gonna see each other, and that's multiple times a year, I just feel long distance is not worth it, especially since people crave actual intimacy and affection and being able to be there with your partner. Just being able to talk through the computer every day is not enough to sustain a relationship, especially if you're not already established, married or whatever. You would have to have had that time to build up the relationship and be together in person before you actually decide to be long distance with someone. A week together is not enough to decide that you want to be long distance lovers and be together and talk every day. That just gets tedious and annoying, and eventually you're just gonna get bored and want to be with someone that actually is close to you and that you can get with in person, as opposed to someone that's on the opposite side of the planet. So I think it's okay to stay in touch, maybe each other's pics on Instagram, follow each other on Twitter, be Facebook friends. But if you're actually the guy wants a relationship long distance, even though you just only spent a few days together, that definitely is unrealistic and not really something you should keep in touch with. And you should definitely make that clear that you're not looking for that, or you don't want long distance, or don't think it's realistic or practical, or that you are willing to put in the effort and time for that you should just let them down easy and tell them the truth. So yeah, I think you should just leave your vacation lover as a vacation lover. Enjoy the time you had together. It was fun. Enjoy it. Stay in touch online. But as for starting a relationship, that's going to be a no from me. Thanks for joining me for another episode of SexxxPerTease.